Earlier this week, a federal judge extended a temporary restraining order barring President Trump from deploying the National Guard to Illinois. It will stay in place until there's a final judgment in this case. With ICE officials and the protests at immigration facilities across the city, Chicagoans are finding themselves in more daily interactions with federal officials than ever before. So where's the line on what is legal when engaging with officers? Ed Yohnka from the American Civil Liberties Union joins us with some information. Ed, it's great to have you on the show. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm well. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much. All right, so much going on in the city, in the state, when it comes to immigration agents and officials being in Chicago and in surrounding areas. You want people to know their rights, and it's so simply said, but I don't know if a lot of people actually know what their rights are. So one of the first things you say that regardless of your immigration status, you have constitutional rights. Can you delve into that a little more for us?
Yeah, let me say, I think two things are important there. Number one, no matter your immigration status, you have fundamental constitutional rights that are protected under law. And number two, you have those rights no matter if you're interacting with a local law enforcement official, if you're interacting with a state official, or if you're interacting with a federal official. So, for example, you have the right to remain silent. You cannot answer questions that you're asked, or just declare that you are not going to answer any questions. You want to make that clear. You want to say that. You may want to repeat it a second time, and you have that right. You have the right to ask if you're being detained. If you are being detained, you need to stay wherever you are. If you're told by the officer or the agent that you're not being detained, you have the right to turn around and walk away from wherever that scene is. You have the right to ask for a lawyer. And to say, that you want to speak to a lawyer before going any further. You have a right not to sign any document that an agent or an officer or other might give you. You have the right to specifically say that you don't consent to a search of your person or your home or your business or your automobile without a warrant, and to require that they give you a warrant in order to do that. So all of these rights apply no matter who it is that you're interacting with.
So going back to your first point, you have the right to remain silent. You mentioned that someone should say that out loud at least once to officers or agents. Now, is that for protesters as well as those being detained? Does that cover all realms?
It covers any time that you're being questioned or you've been approached by an officer who just wants to engage you in conversation. One of the things that we often see is in a little different setting is an officer who may stop someone in their car and then say, "Where have you been? Where are you going? Who have you been with? What is that? What have you been up to?" And you can simply say, I don't want to answer any questions. In that case, to give the material, the license and registration over, or license and insurance over that you need to, and then move on. And so in this instance, say as a protester, if you're protesting, you're standing on the sidewalk or moving on a sidewalk, you're in a park. If an official comes up to you and starts to engage you in conversation, you can say, "I really don't want to answer any questions. Am I free to go?" And if you are free, you can simply depart from that scene and not engage in any further conversation.
So if people witness an ICE arrest, and this is happening more and more all across the city, what is the wisest thing for them to do? Should they get their phone out and start taking video? Should they start asking questions of the person that's being detained?
I think this is one of those questions that probably is a little different for everybody, Jewel, in terms of, how much they want to or don't want to be involved. But to be sure, one of the things you can do is take out your phone and begin to record the encounter, especially if you see something in terms of the use of force or the way in which the activity is happening that makes you concerned. You actually have a First Amendment right that is guaranteed under the Constitution to record that public official doing their job in a public place. You just can't interfere with them doing it. So if you're at a safe distance away, a couple of arm lengths, you can certainly take out your camera, you can record what they're doing. You can ask, the person, if the person is shouting out information, please call X, please call Mary at, and they give a number, you can take that down. You can make that call for that person in that instance as well. Or you can, simply, and that's an instance where as a bystander, you may be both a bystander and a protester, right? If you're a safe distance away, you're recording it, you can also express your opposition to the way in which an arrest or, ICE enforcement is happening. You can chant, you can say, get out of our city, we don't want this. That's not an appropriate thing to do. All of those things you're able to do, especially, if you're not blocking either a street, if you're not blocking an entrance to a building, if you're simply, on a sidewalk observing this and recording that and chanting or doing whatever else one does, okay, you're perfectly protected under the Constitution.
All right, and Ed, we have probably just about a minute or so left, so I want to get this question in. If you are someone who is detained by ICE and it's found warrantless, what actions should you take after that arrest?
Yeah, one of the things is you want to ask for a lawyer right away. And if you are someone who is arrested without a warrant, there's a consent decree in place in Chicago and in Illinois as a result of work that the National Immigration Justice Center and the ACLU has done that requires warrants for these arrests. Your lawyer can report that to the National Immigrant Justice Center. That creates a process where, people can be released and people can have access to, not only to release, but some relief as the result of being subjected to a warrantless arrest.
All right. Well, Ed, thank you so much for this very timely information. We appreciate having you on this morning. You can find all of this information and so much more on the ACLU website. Again, Ed, thanks for joining us.